F. Goodrich, Yokohama, Pirelli, and Hankook, to name just a few. A pair of Goodyear Assurance 235/15 R17s normally sell for $175 each. Our price, $113. You save $62 a tire, $248 on a set of four. And we service all makes and models of vehicles. Watertown Ford Chrysler, where you always pay one low price, plain and simple, always.
During all the construction, Dano's Marine in Watertown is open for business. Stop in and check out the 2019 Ranger boats powered by Mercury Outboards. There's low interest financing. A small down payment can reserve your new Ranger boat powered by Mercury. Trade-ins are always welcomed. Dano's Marine, your Ranger boat and Mercury dealer in Watertown, or visit danosmarine.com.
To achieve great things, it takes a great team. Attacker Plumbing and Heating Andor Incorporated, they have the get it done and then some team of talented, passionate people who will get the job done right. The service techs and those behind the scenes work together.
Arrow JV in 3, 2, 1.
Andor Incorporated for over 60 years. The business that service built.
Call on the business that service built. Call Tacker.
Welcome back to the Perkins Family Restaurant pregame show on New Country KS93 and our friends at K Country 102.3 in Brookings tonight. I'm Brett Nathaniel along with you, along with Tony back at the studios of New Country KS93, providing the assistance here this evening. Time for our lower level look, brought to you by the Hometown Building Center. And the Aero JV team got a win tonight, 31-25. And thoughts on that win from JV coach Jason Hemmerich.
Chatting with the head coach of the Watertown JV team and Jason Hemmerich. Coach, you get the win again tonight, 31-25. Some of your thoughts on the victory?
Well, one, I was proud. It was, again, this is a team victory. These girls play well together, I think. They got good chemistry, and that's, that you just can't invent that. It happens sometimes, and like I said, these are good kids, so that chemistry is just there. First half, I told a couple of our post players, I go, you're being great teammates by passing it out, but we need you to start being a little more aggressive and start going to the hoop and finishing and getting fouled. And second half, there's a big difference there. Maggie Hesh got to the line a little bit, but we handled the pressure at the end. We got to the foul line, made our free throws. I mean, makes my life easy when they do those things.
What are some of the things you didn't like that you'll be working on later this week?
Well, we always talk about being good talking on the court, calling out picks. I thought that was a little bit of our weakness tonight, and the girls agreed after the game. When we've talked, we've rebounded well because we've switched well, and we've just put ourselves in better rebounding positions. So I thought they got some offensive boards on us because we didn't always switch, didn't know where the person we were defending was. So that'll be the message again going forward. So, but it was a nice win, definitely.
The thoughts from Aero JV girls coach Jason Hemmerich on the 31-25 victory this evening. Sophomores would fall to Brookings 44-26, and we'll get that lower level look coming up at halftime with Watertown girls freshman sophomore coach in Kelly Brinka. It's the Perkins Family Restaurant pregame show here on New Country KS93 and K Country 102.3. As we continue on, we're going to chat with the head coach of your Watertown Arrows. His name is Tom Mattingly, and that interview comes up your way in 2 minutes as you listen to high school basketball on New Country KS93 and K Country 102.3.
This is Dr. Casey Johnson of Glacial Lakes Orthopedics in Watertown. My partners, Dr. Michael Venner and Dr. Jerry Ryber, and I would like to extend best wishes for safe season for all of our area athletes. We are proud to continue to provide on the field and in the office sports medicine and orthopedic surgery services for all the Arrow and all Watertown area athletic programs. For an appointment today, call 882-2630 or go online and visit us at glaciallakes.orthopedics.com.
Every day you share personal information about yourself with others. You may write a check, charge fuel, rent a car, mail your tax returns, schedule a doctor's appointment, or post something on social media. Each transaction may share some sort of personal information, such as bank and credit card account numbers, social security number, name, address, or phone number. There are unscrupulous individuals, identity thieves, targeting these routine transactions, trying to gain your information to commit fraud. If you think somebody has stolen your identity, contact Consumer Protection at 1-800-300-1986.
This is Casey from Stony Brook Suites Assisted Living, where we offer the best of both worlds. as much independence as you want with the security that we are staffed around the clock 24/7. Our mission is to help our residents live more active, independent lives. We currently have a physical therapist and restorative therapist as only part of the wide range of amenities we have to offer. Stop in today and see how Stony Brook Suites Assisted Living can offer peace of mind for you and your loved one.
Life is sweet in Stony Brook Suites.
If you're looking for something fantastic to eat today, why not try out the Dairy Queen on Highway 212 in Watertown? If you love chicken, you gotta have that chicken strip basket. It comes with Texas toast, country gravy, and French fries. And the Dairy Queen of Watertown is currently looking for help. If you're currently looking for a job, the DQ has all shifts available. Simply apply in person at the Dairy Queen on Highway 212 in Watertown.
Welcome back to the Perkins Family Restaurant pregame show here on New Country KS93 and K Country 102.3 in Brookings. Brett Nathaniel along with you tonight. Time now for our coach's comment, brought to you by Dano's Marine in Watertown. Quality service, affordable prices at Dano's Marine. And I chatted earlier tonight with the head coach of the Watertown Arrows in Tom Mattingly.
Chatting with the head coach of the Watertown Arrows in Tom Mattingly. Coach, coming off a loss, Yankton 56-44, and what struck me in the post-game interview, you said the team hasn't found their identity yet. So you've had a couple of days to kind of work on some things, and have you maybe started to find ourselves yet?
Yeah, you know, we had one day of practice, and really we had one long talk after that game, after I got done talking to you that night. And that was the same message to the girls. And I think one thing we want coming into tonight is that it's going to start with effort, but it's got to start on the defensive side of the floor. And I'd like to think if you watch maybe what we did that second half with extending some pressure, make sure that we have our hands up, we're moving our feet, and then it comes down to the rest of the teammates too, getting up into passing lanes and just creating some pressure where it's not havoc and craziness. But at the same time, we're not just going to play on our heels and let them get anything they want. And that's where it's got to start, with that sense of urgency in the backcourt. And I think that will filter into our half-court D. And I think if we're playing aggressive defense, that's only going to pay benefits when we get to the offensive side of the floor, too.
Now, tonight's in Brookings, what can you tell me about the Bobcats, and what are the keys to the ballgame to make sure you walk away with your first victory?
You know, they're off to a good start. They have 4 seniors coming back that are in the starting lineup with the Miller girl as a junior that's 6'3", so they run. In the past, they've ran a lot of high-low options with both Miller and Jewett, and both of them offer a good post presence. And we just got to be sound on how we're going to take away the post and then really get out on our closeouts. I think they have any girl on the floor that when they're out there is capable of knocking down that set shot if they create it. And we just need to be more aggressive that way. We spent probably the first 20-25 minutes on different drills that should simulate, you know, how we need to be aggressive getting out there with high hands, chopping the feet, and then making sure that we can get a quick step and not get beat on triple penetration. So it goes back to what's our effort and intensity going to be on the defensive side, and that will eventually feed into our offense as well.
Thoughts on tonight's ball game from Watertown Arrow coach Tom Mattingly, brought to you by Dano's Marine in Watertown. Quality service, affordable prices. Time for the active heating temperature of the ball game. For your heating and cooling needs year-round, contact Active Heating. And up in the Watertown Arrow country, 33 degrees, partly cloudy at 27 tonight. Slight chance of morning rain and highs around 45 on Wednesday. And down here in Brookings, 39 degrees currently, cloudy sky 28 tonight. Slight chance of a rain shower at 44 on Wednesday. And that is your active heating temperature of the ball game. We continue on in the Perkins Family Restaurant pregame show here on New Country KS93 and K Country 102.3. When we come back, we've got your starting lineups, and that comes up your way in 60 seconds as you listen to girls basketball on New Country KS93 and K Country 102.3.
At Prairie Lakes, the collaboration and dedication of our talented team of healthcare professionals allows us to offer the specialty services of a major medical center while still providing personalized treatment right here at home. We are proud to be your regional leader, but more than that, we are proud to be your choice for quality healthcare. Prairie Lakes Healthcare System.
Your health, our mission.
Insurance. We all need it to protect our homes, health, businesses, and belongings. But having adequate coverage is just the beginning. You also need the support of professionals who stand by your side to protect what's important to you. Fisher Rounds & Associates combines the coverage you want with the commitment you need. Fisher Rounds & Associates, at your service, at your side, with offices in Pierre, Mitchell, Watertown, Sioux Falls, and Rapid City.
KSDR FM Watertown, KKQQ Volga Brookings. Brett Nathaniel along with you tonight. A cold-laden voice, Brett Nathaniel along with you tonight, along with Tony back in the studios in New Country KSND3. I want to thank Dallas Cole for letting us be on K-Country tonight to bring you Brookings and Arrow girls basketball. Starting lineups are next. They're brought to you by Glacial Lakes Orthopedics. And don't forget tonight, every time a Watertown Arrow lady makes a three-pointer, be sure to call 886-0220. That's 886-0220 to get signed up to win a Dutch Boy Car Wash in Watertown. Tony's got the winner in the post-game show tonight. And also the opening tip coming up, brought to you by Watertown Dental Care, donating $50 to the Arrow Education Foundation if the Arrows recover an opening tip. And the opening tip, Dr. Darren and Holly Bach will donate $50 to the Arrow Education Foundation if the Arrows recover an opening tip as well. We're not the only game on the air tonight. It's on Watertown Radio Sports. If you're listening in the Watertown Arrow, Todd Anderson has the boys' side of this one on the AM dial on 950 KWAT. By the way, both of these ball games have streaming video if you want to check it out at gowatertown.net. We are going to send it down to the public address announcer and get our national anthem here on New Country KS93 and K-Country 102.3.
We now ask that you please stand if you're able and remove your hats and all headgear, showing proper respect to the flag with your right hand over your heart as we have our singing of our national anthem.
Starting lineups are brought to you by Glacial Lakes Orthopedics, and your starting lineups will go like this. For the Brookings Bobcats, come in at 2-1 on the year. They will start their starting five. A 5'6" guard, a senior, the 4 of Allie Gordon. At a 5'6" guard, a senior, the 12 of Carolyn Heeb. At a 5'8" guard, a senior, the 22 of Ava Burns. At a 6'4", a senior, the 34 of Michaela Jewett. And at a 6'3" forward, a junior, the 50 of Joanna Miller. 4 seniors and 1 junior for this Brookings Bobcat squad, coached by Mitch McLaughlin. Watertown Arrows come in at 0-3, and they will go like this. They will start a 5'9" senior, the 3 of Alexa Buckley. At a 5'4" guard, a senior, the 12 of Sierra Tennis. At a 6'4", a junior, the 14 of Megan Heglin. At a 5'8" Gardy junior, the 30 of Megan Fannin. And at a 5'9" senior, the 50 of Kaylee Lindahl. The Arrows are coached by Tom Mattingly. Take a final timeout here on the Perkins Family Restaurant pregame show. When we come back, we'll have your opening tip. That comes up your way in 60 seconds on New Country, KS93 and K Country 102.3.
This is Dustin with Active Heating. Participation in extracurricular activities helps develop the skills necessary for tomorrow's leaders. Active Heating is always striving to be the best, just like the Arrows. Knowledge, trust, communication, and a relentless pursuit of a common goal are what make the Watertown Arrows and our team at Active Heating so great. Thanks, Arrows, for your hard work and determination, and for getting active in our school and community.
Avanti Federal Credit Union's a proud supporter of the Watertown Arrows, and what sets the Arrows apart is the commitment, loyalty, and hard work displayed throughout the sports season. Just like Avanti Federal Credit Union, serving you with the same level of commitment for 65 years, striving to offer you the best, whether it's your next loan at a competitive rate or a savings account, earning the best interest available. Avanti Federal Credit Union, 1620 4th Street Northeast, North Highway 81, 882-2357. Committed to you, and they'll work hard for you.
Boston and Sons Construction will have the same great service that you've come to expect. Ken, Chad, and Jeremy can help you.
Welcome back to Brookings. Arrows of the Bobcats girls basketball on the air tonight here on New Country KS93. And also down in the Brookings area, glad to have you along on K Country 102.3 tonight. We got live streaming video of this ball game as well if you want to check that out. That's on our website at gowatertown.net. Arrows in the road poiples, trimmed in gold and white. Bobcats in the home whites, trimmed in black and red. That's Jewett jumping up against Hanklin at center circle. Tip-off is up and away, controlled by the Bobcats. Near to far as I look at this ball game tonight. Brookings will set things up on the left side to Burns. Burns working around the horn to the right side to Gordon, trying to get somebody down low. Finds Miller down low, and she's going to get the pick and rolled by the Arrows in tennis. Tennis up the court quickly to Heglin. Check that to, Heglin in transition. And two on the way up and no good. Rebound to the Bobcats. Burns into the forecourt, gives it to Jewett. Dribble drive baseline, pull up the shot on the way, no good. Second effort will drop true. Brookings strikes first blood. They lead 2-0. Arrows quickly in the forecourt will go up top of the key, set up the offense with Tennis. She'll work it between the circles now, works it left side. Tennis up top of the key to, that's Buckley. Buckley miscommunication to Fannin, and ball goes out of bounds. It'll be Bobcat basketball. Just underway first quarter, 7-11 first quarter. Brookings out front, 2-0. Bobcats will inbound in front of their own bench, right side, cross the timeline on the right side. That is Heeb. Heeb works the perimeter, now comes up top of the key, gives it right side to Gordon. Back up top now to Jewett. Jewett left side to, that's Gordon, pulls the three on the way up and swish. That was Caroline Heeb with the three. Bobcats out front, 5-0. 6:50 to play in this first quarter. Arrows quickly in the forecourt to Tennis up top of the key. Tennis, she's going to dribble drive the lane, now kick it over right side to Heglin. Heglin going to dribble drive into the lane, bounce pass down low to Lindahl through her fingers. Luckily, that's Fannin. She'll get it on the left side. Fannin through the screen up top of the key to Heglin. Heglin now right side to Buckley, 12 on the shot clock. Up top of the key to Tennis. Tennis now to Lindahl, 8 on the shot clock. Arrow's got to get something away. Fannin pulls the three, top of the key on the way, no good. Rebound to the Bobcats. Brookings, and that is Jewett. Hands it off now to Heeb, crossing timeline at the circle. Heeb calls out the play from between the circles, gets the screen off the right side, now gives it to Jewett. She'll dribble drive into the lane, put up the shot on the way, no good. Second effort will fall true. Brookings on a 7-0 run. 5:56 to play in this first quarter. And Tom Mattingly wants to talk to his troops, so we'll take a timeout as well. 5:55 to play in this first quarter. Brookings out front 7-0. You're back to Brookings in 60 seconds on K Country 102.3 and New Country KS93.
Clausen & Sons Construction will have the same great service that you've come to expect. Ken, Chad, and Jeremy can help you with your residential, farm, and business construction. There's no job too big or too small. Whether it's clearing, grading, site preparation, gravel hauling, road rebuilding, or lagoons, they can get the job done. They sell gravel, crushed concrete, recycled asphalt, and landscape rock. Clausen & Sons Construction have appreciated your business and look forward to working with you in 2018. Call 882-3735 today. That's Clausen & Sons Construction in Watertown.
For good food fast, head to the Roadhouse Cafe at the Prairie Stop in Watertown for this breakfast special: pork, eggs, and hash browns for $6.99. It's served all day. And the lunch special is a chicken ranch melt for $7.49, plus the express line with many lunch specials daily at the Roadhouse Cafe at the Prairie Stop, Junction Highway 20 and 212 in Watertown.
7-0, Brookings out front. 5:55 to play in this first quarter. Brent Nathaniel along with you tonight. It'll be Arrow basketball out of the Mattingly timeouts. Arrows into the forecourt on the right side to Tennis. Tennis up top of the key now to Fannin. Fannin thought about dribble driving in, backs it up top of the key. Now Arrows working around the horn, right side to Lindahl. Lindahl works the perimeter, gives it up top of the key to Buckley, 10 on the shot clock. Here comes Tennis, dribble drive in, nothing, give it right side to Lindahl, 7 on the shot clock. Arrows need to get something away, pulling up the shot, drawn back iron is Lindahl. Glass cleaned up there by the Bobcats. Brookings quickly in the forecourt from the right side is Heeb. Check that left side is Heeb. Heeb now to Miller, little spin move from the left side, 2 on the way up and no good. Rebound to the Arrows. Quickly in the forecourt they'll go with Tennis, now left side to Fannin. Fannin up top of the key to Lindahl. Now to Buckley. Buckley on the right side to Tennis. Tennis up top of the key now to Buckley as the Arrows just kind of work it around, looking for an opening down low, not finding much of anything. Through Tennis's fingers, she'll get it back though between the circles. 10 seconds on the shot clock. Arrows need to get something away. 7 on the shot clock. Tennis, stop, pop. Her shot is blocked and stolen away by the Bobcats. In transition is Heeb. Heeb goes down low, pulls up the shot off glass, rattles out no good. Rebound to the Bobcats, and we'll get a whistle amidst the trees, and that's going to be on the Arrows. Call foul on the purple and gold. That's going to be on Tennis, her first of the night. First team foul out there now on the Arrows. Shooting foul is on, and Jewett is at the line for 2. A first time a Bobcat at the line tonight. First is on the way up and good. Arrows will check in Sierra Kranz. And Maggie Hesh will check back in for the Arrows. Michaela Jewett getting set to toe up her second. The 6-foot senior lets it fly, and it tickles the twine. Bobcats on an 8-0 run with 4:32 to play in this first quarter. Arrows up top of the key is Tennis. Tennis from the left side to Fannin. Fannin with the fake move, pulls up the shot. 2 on the way up and no good. Rebound to the Bobcats. Here comes Heeb in the forecourt left side. Hands it off to Weisbeck, who checked into the ball game. Her shot is blocked and stolen away by the Arrows, and some miscommunication. And the Bobcats steal that one right back in transition, trying to get a Jewett out front. And it goes through her fingers. She'll chase it out of bounds. It'll be Arrow basketball. 8-0. Bobcats with the lead. 4:02 to play in this first quarter. Arrows. Crossy timeline at the circle. On the near side of the court as I look at it. Up top of the key to Tennis. Now on the right side to Kranz. Kranz looking for somebody down low. Nothing. Now gives it to Heglin up top of the key. Hegler get a dribble drive, pull up her shot from the left elbow, puts up the one-handed shot, no good, and we'll get a whistle on the rebound, and a pushing foul is going to be called on the Bobcats. And they'll put that on Jewett, going to be her first of the night, first team foul on the Bobcats. Shooting foul is on, and Megan Heglin at the line for 2, trying to get the Arrows into the books. Heglin toes up her first on the way in, good. So the Bobcats go on an 8-0 run to start out the first quarter, and the Arrows don't score until 3:42 in the first quarter. Second is on the way up by Heglin, and it's money. Buckley will check back in for the Arrows, and Burns will check back in for the Bobcats. 8-2, Bobcat lead, 3:42 to play in this first quarter. Here comes Brookings forecourt with Heeb. Heeb get a dribble drive, bounce pass down low to Miller, and she'll be fouled in the paint. Call foul on the Arrows. And we'll put that on Hesh, her first of the night. That is the second team foul on the Arrows. Bobcats will inbound baseline underneath their own basket, left side, give it to Jewett. Jewett get a dribble drive in the lane, pull up her shot on the way, won't drop, but she'll be fouled. Call foul on the Arrows. Blocking foul on the Arrows. Going to be on Hesh, her second of the night, 13 foul on the Arrows. Shooting foul is on. Oh no, shooting foul's not on. They'll say it's not a shooting foul. And the Bobcats will inbound baseline underneath their own basket, left side, as the Arrows will check in Fannin and Lindahl. Bobcats, that's Heeb going to throw in baseline underneath their own basket, left side. Heeb looking, gives it to Miller. Miller in the paint, looking for some help, backs it out to Weisbeck. Weisbeck, and she's going to travel, and it's going to be Arrow basketball. Arrows will check back in Heglin, and the Bobcats will check in Bartles. Here come the Arrows into the forecourt. We'll go with Crayons up top of the key. Sierra looks at left side to Fannin. Fannin trying to set up the screen. Nothing going up top of the key to Heglin. Now right side to, that is Crayons. Crayons gets pick and rolled by Brookings, and we're going to get a whistle coming back the other way. And I believe that's going to be on Crayons. So Sierra is going to be called as she'll reach in there. 14 foul on the Arrows. Bobcats will throw it in front of the scores bench right at the timeline. Throw it behind the timeline to Heeb. She'll cross it right side. Heeb up top of the key, now to the left side to Burns. Burns up top to Jewett. Going to pull the three, draws front iron, no good. Rebound to the Bobcats, they'll get a second chance. Dribble driving is Burns. Spin move in the paint, gets the two to drop. Ava gets her first points of the night. It's 10-2. Brookings out front. 2:44 to play in this first quarter. Arrows into the forecourt up top of the key. That's Crayons. Crayons directed some traffic now from the left side. Crayons up top of the key to Heglin. Heglin now working it from the left side. Not liking what she's seeing. Now backs it up top of the key. Now to the right side to Fannin. Fannin get a dribble drive in. Give it back up top to, that is Heglin. Heglin quickly in the lane to Crayons. Kick it left side to Lindahl. 4 on the shot clock. Arrows need to get something away. I don't think they realize how much is on the shot clock. And too much time. And it will be Bobcat basketball. 10-2. Bobcats out front. 2:10 to play here in this first quarter. Arrows will check back in Sierra Tennis. Bobcat basketball. And here comes Heeb, crossing timeline at the circle. Works it now right side to Weisbeck. Weisbeck around the horn, left side to Heeb. Heeb back up top of the key to Bartles. Trying to hit somebody in the lane, gets pick and rolled by the Arrows. Here comes Tennis in the forecourt. She'll work it top of the key, now right side to Buckley. Buckley back it up to Lindahl. Lindahl trying to dribble drive in. She'll lose the basketball. Bodies flying for it. Arrows will get it back, and putting it in is Sierra Tennis. 10-4. Bobcats out front. 1:30 to play in this first quarter. Bobcat basketball up top of the key is Burns. Burns looking things over down low. Now left side. Trying to dribble drive in is Jewett. She'll dribble drive baseline. Can't get her shot to block. To go down, I should say. Her shot is knocked away out of bounds. It'll be Bobcat basketball, and Bobcats will check back in Miller. Sitting will be Jewett. Arrows will check in Devin Keller, her first action tonight. 1:18 to play first quarter. Bobcats will inbound baseline underneath their own basket, right side. Give it up top of the key to, that is Weisbeck, and we're going to get a whistle and a travel call on the Bobcats. Bobcats will check back in Allie Gordon. 10-4, 1:16 to play in this first quarter. Here come the Arrows, crossing timeline at the circle. That is Tennis. Tennis working it from the left side, bounce pass to Fannin, and we're going to get a whistle as Fannin and Ava Burns go at it. And that'll be Burns' first of the night. Second team foul on the Bobcats. And the Arrows will throw in. Forecourt left side. Fannin looks to throw in. Fannin looking, still looking. Finds Buckley now up top of the key is Tennis. Tennis looking things over. She's going to dribble drive, now kick it right side to Buckley. Buckley not liking what she sees. Up top to Heglin. Heglin now works the perimeter from the left side. Cross-court pass now right side to Tennis. Sierra work it up top of the key. Now give it to Heglin. She almost got pick and rolled. She's going to dribble drive in. Fighting for some space. Puts up the shot on the way. No good, but she'll get a whistle. That is Bartles, and she was all over Heglin. That's her first of the night. 14 foul. Check that, 13 foul on Brookings. Shooting foul is on, and Megan Heglin at the line. She's 2 at 2 so far tonight. First is on the way up by Heglin, and good. 10-5. Brookings out front. 41 seconds left in this first quarter. Heglin toes up her second on the way, and it's good. 10-6. Arrows chipping away at that Brookings lead over on 950 KWAT. On the boys' side of this matchup, 11-7. Brookings with the lead after one. Todd Anderson again has the call of that one. If you're listening in the Watertown area on 950 KWAT. Bobcats will get the basketball. They'll throw in baseline in the backcourt. Arrow's going to put on a little bit of pressure. He will break it. He'd give it left side. Long three, draws back iron by Gordon. Rebound of the Arrows. And the shot clock will turn off with 30 seconds to play in this first quarter. Crossing timeline is Fannin. Fannin works it up top of the key. Fannin lets some time go off the clock. Now works it right side to Heglin. 10 in this first quarter. Heglin going to dribble drive in. Now back it out. Left side. Top of the key now to Fannin. 3. Fannin, stop, pop, pull the three. Draws front iron, no good. Rebound to the Bobcats, and that's the way we'll end the first quarter of play with our score Brookings 10. Watertown 6 to the second quarter we go. It's 60 seconds away as you listen to basketball on New Country KS93 and K Country 102.3.
Are your windows dressed to impress? At Hometown Building Center, we can help you with all kinds of window coverings. Blinds and draperies create unique looks for your home and can add beauty to any room, but that's not all they do. Window treatments can help control the temperature of your home, even making it more energy efficient. They also protect your furniture and floor coverings from being faded by the sun. Whether you're interested in blinds or custom window treatments, Hometown Building Center has you covered. Call for an appointment today, 886-4700. Hometown Building Center, South Highway 20 in Watertown.
When it comes to tires, don't settle for less. The tires on your vehicle were specifically designed for that vehicle. And while you can buy tires from many places, Sharps in Watertown takes the time to check, research, and verify that the tires Sharps recommend belong on your vehicle. Your stopping power, turning, and traction on slippery roads all come down to your tires. Who are you going to trust to put tires on your next vehicle? Choose Sharps, the tire dealer you can count on in Watertown.
Brett Nathaniel along with you tonight on New Country KS93 and K Country 102.3. I know it sounds like I have a really bad cold, but actually this is the best I've felt in about 3 days, so I'm working with it. 10-6, Bobcats out front. Arrows will get the ball to start out the second quarter of play. Work it left side to Heglin. It's just my voice that sounds all messed up. You know, the moneymaker. Top of the key will go to, that is Keller. 7 on the shot clock. Arrows need to get something away. Little long three on the way up by Keller. No good. Rebound to the Bobcats. Arrows been holding on to the basket a little too long tonight. We've had one shot clock violation, and we've seen the shot clock go down under 5 a couple of times. Bobcat basketball up top of the key now to Jewett. Jewett looking for some help. Finds right side of Gordon. Gordon into the lane is Burns. Little turnaround jumper off the window and drops the 2. 6-point lead for the Bobcats. 6:57 to play here in this first half. Arrow basketball up top of the key is Tennis now to the left side. Tennis almost lost it. She'll get it back. Now she'll dribble in, kick it up top of the key to Fannin. Fannin, nothing going. Hands it off to Tennis. Motion now to Hagelin. Hagelin bounce pass to the left side to Keller. She'll travel. It'll be Brookings basketball. Now, if you heard me on Saturday call the Arrow girls game, I sounded fine. I sounded fine yesterday. But this morning I woke up and, oof. I feel good, though. I feel better than I did then. Bobcat basketball, little turnaround jumper, and good there from Miller. Johanna's first points of the night. Brookings back on a roll, 14-6. They're on a 4-0 run. They wanted an 8-0 run to start out the first quarter of play. Arrow basketball up top of the key to Hagelin. Hagelin on the left side to Tennis. Tennis will work at top of the key. Tennis thought about a three, brought it down. Kick it over right side to Fannin. Fannin, 6 on the shot clock. Arrows need to get something away. Fannin, stop, pop, pull a long two, in and out, no good. Rebound to the Arrows, look at a second chance tonight. Shot down low, pick and rolled by the Bobcats. Here comes Heeb crossing timeline at the circle. Heeb now works it from the right side. Heeb trying to get somebody down low, and we're going to get a whistle. And that foul's going to be on the Arrows. And we will put that on Keller, her first of the night. 15 foul on the Arrows, non-shooting foul. Bobcats will throw in baseline underneath their own basket, right side. Gordon looks to throw in. Gordon looks, throws it on the right side to Burns. Burns gives it down low, little turnaround jumper by Jewett and no good. Second effort, she'll clean up her own mess. 2, 4, 6, 8 points from Michaela on the night. And we'll get a timeout. It's called by Coach Mattingly. We'll take a timeout as well. 16-6, Bobcats out front with 5:15 to play here in this first half. You're back to Brookings in 30 seconds as you listen to girls basketball on New Country KS93 and K Country 102.3.
This is Chad with Crawford Ossis Funeral Chapel. For the next 30 seconds, I want you to really think about your loved ones, your mom, your dad, your aunt, your uncle, your spouse, or your daughter who you dropped off at daycare this morning. What happens to them if you are suddenly taken from them? A car accident, a terminal illness. Life is unpredictable. Help ease the burden on your loved ones and call us today to begin prearranging your own service. Crawford Ossis Funeral Chapel, where service and caring is our profession.
Welcome back to Brookings. Brett Nathaniel along with you tonight here on New Country KS93 and K Country 102.3. Brookings on a 6-0 run to start out the second quarter, lead by 10 with 5:11 to play. Arrow basketball out of the Coach Mattingly timeout. Top of the key will go with Crayons. Crayons look at things over. Now left side to Hagelin. Back up top to Tennis. She's going to stop, pop, pull the three, and nail it. Sierra Tennis will drop the three. If you call 886-8, check that, 886-0220. That's 886-0220. You can get signed up to win a Dutch Boy car wash. Tony will have the winner following the postgame show. That's 886-0220 to win a Dutch Boy car wash in Watertown. Brookings gets pick and rolled by Hagelin. Quickly into the forecourt, left side to Tennis. Tennis now to Lindahl on the right side, up top of the key to Hagelin. They can get a dribble drive in from the left elbow, and we'll get a whistle. And she's going to travel. Hagelin was trying to find space, trying to split the defenders, and they wouldn't go. And she'll get charged with the travel. Bobcat basketball. Burns crossing timeline at the circle. She's going to work it up top of the key. Now to the left side to Heeb. Heeb got a dribble drive in, pull up the shot on the way and no good, but we've got whistles amidst the trees. Call foul on the Arrows. And we'll put that on Hagelin, going to be her first of the night. 16 fouls now on the Arrows. Their last free one to give, and at the line is Heeb, her first time at the line tonight. Carolyn toes up her first on the way, and in and out. Bartles will check back in, and Weisbeck will check back in for the Bobcats. Carolyn Heeb, 5'6" senior, eyes up the second. It won't go in. It'll be Arrow basketball. Arrows into the forecourt, left side to Lindahl. Work it up top of the key. Lindahl, left side to Tennis. Tennis now to Hagelin from the left side. Gives it down low to Lindahl. She'll kick it back up top of the key to Kranz. Kranz to Tennis. 10 on the shot clock. It'll bounce pass down low to Hagelin. Hagelin looking for some space. Doesn't look at the shot clock. Arrows need to get something away. And get pick and rolled by Brookings. Here comes Hebe. Hebe on the fast break. Gets down low. Kicks it right side. Little fadeaway jumper on the way in. No good by Bartles. Rebound of the Arrows. Here comes Tennis. Tennis going to take it to the hole herself. Now back it out left side. Give it off to Fannin. Fannin going to dribble drive in. She's going to lose her footing and lose the ball. Going to go out of bounds. Last touch by the Bobcats. It'll be Arrow basketball. Arrows will check back in Buckley. And we'll also check back in Danielson. Danielson seeing her first action tonight. Arrows will inbound baseline underneath their own basket, left side. Give it up top of the key to Hagelin. Now right side to Danielson. She'll work the perimeter, come up top of the key, left side to Kranz. Kranz to Buckley, top of the key three. Hagelin going to pull it on the way, no good. Rebound knocked around. Brookings pulls it away. Here comes Hebe. Hebe into the forecourt left side to Burns. Burns the alley-oop down low to Bartles and out of bounds. And it'll be Arrow basketball. 16-9 Bobcats out front. 2:55 to play in this first half of action. We'll have our Van Laken Orthodontics halftime report coming up here in a few moments. We'll also get our lower level look at the sophomore team for the Watertown Arrows. Arrows into the forecourt left side to Kranz as the Arrows motion just moving it around. Top of the key is Tennis. Tennis now to Danielson from the right side. Top of the key, Tennis again. 10 on the shot clock. She's going to pull a three. Draws front iron, no good. Rebound to the Bobcats. Hebe gets the play. And walks across timeline at the circle. Now to the right side to Burns. Burns up top of the key to Bartles. Bartles on the left side now to, I believe that's Jewett. No, check that. That is Burns, and we'll get a whistle. And we'll get a travel call on Brookings. It'll be Arrow basketball. As a slew of Bobcats will check in the ball game, back into the ball game. Jewett will come back in. And Gordon will check back in. And Megan Hagelin will check in for the Arrows. And Alexa Buckley will check back in for the Arrows. Arrow basketball, Buckley up top of the key. Gives it to Buckley. She's going to work it from the right side. Buckley looking for somebody down low. She's going to find Keller down low. Now finds Hagelin up top of the key, trying to give it to Keller down low, and Keller's going to get reached in on. And it'll be a foul on the Bobcats. And I missed who that was on, but it's the 14th foul on Brookings. It'll be Arrow basketball. They'll inbound baseline underneath their own basket, left side. Give it up top of the key to Hagelin. Hagelin get a dribble drive, pull up the two on the way in, no good, and she'll be fouled. And another foul on Brookings, and that's going to be on Miller. Going to be her first of the night. Second, check that. That is the 15th foul now on Brookings. Shooting foul is on. Megan Hagelin at the line for two. She's 4 of 4 so far tonight. Hagelin eyes up her first on the way and good. Bobcats will check back in Bartles. And also we'll check back in Hebe. Megan Hagelin, the 6-foot junior for the Arrows. And Brookings had too many players on the courts. And now Weisbeck will come off. And now Hagelin gets ready to toe up her seconds on the way and good. Arrows will check back in Sierra Tennis. Bobcats will throw in baseline in the backcourt. Arrows going to put on some pressure. Hebe will break it, crossing timeline on the right side. Hebe will work it up top of the key to Burns. Burns now to Gordon. Left side three by Jewett in the left corner, no good. Rebound of the Arrows. Fannin crossing timeline at the circle. She'll work it up top of the key. Fannin, little bounce pass to Hagelin down low. Hagelin now right side to Kranz. Kranz going to dribble drive in, gets picked and rolled by the Bobcats. 16-11. Brookings went on a 6-0 run to start out the second quarter play, but haven't come up with any points since. 50 seconds to play here in this first half. Bobcat basketball down low. A 2 on the way up by Jewett, who leads the Brookings scoring tonight. 37 seconds to play in this first half. About a 4 to 5 second differential between shot and game clock, so the Arrows will have to get a shot away before the end of this one. Look at right side to Kranz. Kranz up top of the key to Buckley. Buckley on the left side to Tennis. Tennis up top to Hagelin. 10 on the shot clock. Hagelin gives it to Tennis. 5 on the shot clock. That's Fannin. Now to Tennis. Hagelin, and we'll get a shot clock violation on the Arrows. Second shot clock violation tonight with 4 seconds to play in this first half. It'll be Bobcat basketball. Bobcats will throw in front of their own bench. In the backcourt's right side, Jewett looks to throw in. They're actually going to put some more time on the clock. They'll put 5.5 seconds back on the clock. Jewett over the head of Gordon. She'll have to go chase it down. 4 seconds, a bad pass, ball on the floor. Hagelin will get the ball and we'll get a whistle. And is that a timeout or a foul? As the ref goes to Coach Mattingly. And the Brookings players look over and go, is it a timeout or a foul? What's going on? And now the refs come talk to Coach McLaughlin. And I think Brookings also called the timeout as well. And let's say we'll just call dead ball, I believe. So they're going to call dead ball with 1.6 seconds to play. And it'll be Arrow basketball, stolen away. 2 on the way up by Burns and the Bobcats. No good. That's the way we'll end the first half of play. Brookings 18, Watertown 11. Our score at the half of this one. We'll open up the Van Laken Orthodontics halftime show in 4 minutes as you listen to high school basketball on K-Country 102.3 and New Country KS93.
When it comes to financial planning, most financial companies ask, what's your salary? At Northwestern Mutual, we ask, what's your story? We know building the right financial plan requires more than money. That's why we start by asking the right questions, listening to what matters most to you, then guide you every step of the way to help you make sure the future you imagine becomes the future you achieve. Plan your financial story with Northwestern Mutual. You and Northwestern Mutual, stronger together. The Northwestern Mutual Life Insurance Company, Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
Contact Bill Keller, Taylor, or Tyson Zemlicka in the Watertown office of Northwestern Mutual.
The Ramkota Hotel is the perfect hotel to stay at while visiting for conventions and events and is the only full-service hotel property in Watertown. Minerva is also provided for your convenience at the Ramkota. While staying at the hotel, guests can enjoy an indoor heated pool, hot tub, exercise facility, cocktail lounge, business center, and full-service meeting and banquet facilities, accommodating up to 1,600. Call today to find out more. The Ramkota, 886-8011.
At Qdoba, we think you should be free to explore the boundaries of flavor. Rule your burrito with a guacamole fist if you like. Throw down any of our tantalizing quesos. If you want tortilla soup on everything, go for it. We're not going to stop you. Because at Qdoba, every order comes with a heaping side of flavor freedom.
Qdoba in Watertown, just north of Walmart.
Are you a competitive parent? If so, keep your kids drug and alcohol free. It's a fact. One night of drinking can undo as much as 14 days of athletic training. Student athletes are expected to demonstrate year-round behavior that reflects positively on the individual, the school, and the community. The use of alcohol, tobacco, marijuana, and other drug use is not allowed. Student athletes need the support of parents, community members, teachers, and coaches. Be strong. Be the influence. Keep our youth alcohol and drug free. A message from the Watertown Healthy Youth Coalition and the Watertown Tobacco Free Coalition.
Brian's Glass is a proud supporter of high school athletics and wishes all of the Watertown Arrows athletes good luck during the year. Brian's Glass can assist you with commercial and residential glass needs and is also able to assist you with your windshield needs. For all of your glass needs, contact Brian's Glass
at 886-5328. That's Brian's Glass, 886-5328. And go Arrows!
Hi, this is Mandy from Kunkel Snyder Optometric. We're a full-scope eye clinic that offers eye exams for kids and adults of all ages. We have glasses that range from budget to name brand designer. Our doctors fit a variety of contact lenses including astigmatism, bifocal, and even lenses for corneal disease and dry eye. They treat eye infections, pink eye, glaucoma, and even remove metal from the eye. We're here when you need us. We're open 5 days a week, have evening hours, and we're always accepting new patients. Call 882-4175 for an appointment or stop in and see us. We're on Highway 81 North in Watertown. Kunkel Snyder Optometric. Your family's eye care is our family business.
Dutch Boy Soft Cloth Car Wash in Watertown has an excellent stocking stuffer for your gift list. It's the Dutch Boy Soft Cloth Car Wash gift certificates. Good for car washes, gas, and diesel. And Dutch Boy certificates never expire. This gift yields a sparkling, clean, and dry car or fuel in the tank. Dutch Boy Soft Cloth Car Wash.
Do it today. Do it the Dutch Boy Car Wash way.
Hi, it's Angie from Gather. Our coffee beans are roasted locally, our pastries are baked in-house, and we select the finest ingredients to craft our drinks and smoothies to create a great customer experience every single time. We're open Monday through Friday at 7 a.m. and Saturdays at 8, so anytime is a great time to feel welcome at Gather Coffee, Eats, and Gifts on the corner of Kemp Avenue and 2nd Street Southeast, downtown Watertown, where it's fresh, it's homemade, and it comes with a smile.
Welcome to the half here in Brookings. Brett Nathaniel along with you tonight here on New Country KS93 and welcoming our friends in Brookings at K Country 102.3. This isn't my normal voice. I've had a cold for a couple of days and my cold moved south, and I woke up this morning and my voice went, "You're going to be deep today and you really can't have much inflection." So I'm rolling with it. Glad to have you along tonight, along with Tony back at the studios of New Country KS93. We are at the half as the Brookings Bobcats lead the Watertown Arrows 18-11 as we open up the Van Laken Orthodontics halftime show. Van Laken Orthodontics creating beautiful, confident smiles for your entire family. Well, let's first start out with the Brookings Bobcats. They went on an 8-0 run to start off this ball game. The Arrows did not score until 3:42 in the first quarter, and they went on a 6-0 run to start out the second quarter of play. Brookings came out hot. They went on the big runs, and then they would go cold, and the Arrows just kind of hung in there. They chipped away at that lead, got a few here and there shots, and for the Bobcats, they're being led by Michaela Jewett. Her 10 points on the night, 2 of 2 from the line. She is the only Bobcat player in double figures. Ava Burns with 4, Allie Gordon with 3, and Joanna Miller with 2 points on the night. Bobcats are 2 of 4 from the line. Arrows being led by Megan Haglin. She's got 6 points on the night. She is the only Arrow to get to the line, and all 6 of those points from Haglin are coming from the line tonight. Sierra Tennis has 5 points on the night, including that 1-3 in the ball game. And that's it for the Arrows, just not shooting very well here this evening. Our score at the end of one, Brookings would go on an 8-0 run and then go cold as the Arrows would crawl back into it. It was 10-6 at the end of one. Then the Bobcats would go on a 6-0 run to start out the second quarter of play. Arrows would crawl back into it. It was an 8-5 second quarter. Bobcats lead here at the half is 18-11. If you're listening up in the Watertown area, we got more basketball coming up your way later this week. I'm hoping my voice is better for Thursday night. We got a good one Thursday night. Doubleheader action here on New Country KS93 as the Hamlin Chargers play host to the Clark-Whittle Lake Cyclones. 6:30 for the girls game, 8 o'clock for the boys game. Hamlin and Clark-Whittle Lake coming up your way this Thursday night here on New Country KS93. And we'll wrap up Arrow basketball for 2018 here on New Country KS93 on Friday nights as the Aberdeen Central Golden Eagles come to town. Girls are at home. All have the call of that one here on New Country KS93. Todd is heading to Aberdeen, and he'll have that one on 950 KWAT. And then we are off for a couple weeks. We don't have any more basketball until January 4th. and January 6th. And it's like the 7th or 8th. I don't quite remember when Arrow basketball comes back here on New Country KS93, but I know it's in January. We got a couple of week break to end out our 2018 and start out our 2019. We are at the half of this one, 18-11. The Bobcats are out front. We are going to take a final timeout here on the Van Laken Orthodontics halftime show. The third quarter, it's 2 minutes away as you listen to girls basketball on New Country KS93 and K Country 102.3.
Season's greetings. Dr. Ryan Van Laken from Van Laken Orthodontics here with my brother, Dr. Rob. From all of us to all of you, Merry Christmas. We are so fortunate to have spent the past year continuing to help our patients live life smiling. We look forward to continuing that effort in the coming new year. Our commitment to our patients extends to the communities in which we work. Thank you to all who joined us in raising awareness for a number of causes that mean so much to all of us. Together, we can continue these efforts into 2019. Merry Christmas and live life smiling.
It's Arrow time, and Lake Stop 20 on Highway 20 Watertown has the best roasted chicken in town. Enjoy it before or after the game. And don't forget their breakfast burritos, made fresh at the crack of dawn. Fuel up with Lake Stop's premium fuel for your boat, classic car, motorcycles, or ATVs. Lake Stop 20, across from the airport and industrial park in Watertown. And go Arrows!
At Watertown Dental Care, dentistry isn't just a job, it's our passion. This is Dr. Darren Bach, and for over 15 years, my team of professionals and I have built our practice on trust, patient service, and exceptional dental care. We never forget you have a choice. Every decision we make, from expanded hours to convenient financial options, is done to make your patient experience both convenient and comfortable. We invite you to experience our personalized care and attention firsthand. Call today, 882-0747.
Giving you something to smile about. Watertown Dental Care.
Are you thinking about building a new home or maybe doing a remodel job? Or possibly there's some shingles you did not get replaced last summer? Please give Dale a call with Heilman Homes, 868-1410. No job too big, no job too small. Construction loan available. Heilman Homes, 868-1410.
Starts of the third quarter. The Brookings Bobcats lead your Watertown Arrows 18-11. By the way, halftime of the boys game on 950 KWAT. It's a good, and Todd has the call of that. Brookings leads Watertown 26-24. And again, Todd Anderson has the call of the boys game. You're listening up in the Watertown area on 950 KWAT. Bobcat basketball to start out the third quarter of play. They are near to far as I look at it this evening. Bobcats work it up top to Heeb. Give it into the lane. Jewett gets the shot off the glass and good for two. And now Michaela's got 12 points on the night. Arrows into the forecourt on the right side to Buckley. Buckley up top to Tennis. Bad pass, and the Bobcats will scoop it up. Into the forecourt will go right side to Jewett. She'll stop, pop, pull the two, drain it. Michaela Jewett's on fire this second half. She's got 4 points this second half, 14 in the ball game. Brookings out front 22-11. And Coach Mattingly wants to talk to his troops again. We'll take a timeout too. 7:18 to play in this third quarter. Brookings out front 22-11. And we'll take a timeout, a 30-second timeout as you listen to girls basketball on New Country KS93 and K Country 102.3.
Check out Hy-Vee in Watertown for all your holiday needs this week. Bakery Fresh 12-inch apple or pumpkin pie, $9.99. Hy-Vee has all your party trays. Choose from meat and cheese trays, veggie trays, shrimp trays, and sushi trays. Order yours today at Hy-Vee in Watertown.
Hy-Vee, where there's a helpful smile in every aisle.
Brett Nathaniel along with you tonight. Here on New Country KS93 and K Country 102.3. And again, I apologize for my voice. My cold had a little sinus infection going on, and it's slowly working its way south. And I woke up this morning, and my voice said, "You're going to be low today. You're going to sound like," oh, I could picture his face. I can't think of his name. The guy that does the Coors commercials. The voice of the Coors commercials. He's got a good voice. I can't think of his. I can picture his face, though. Arrow basketball out of the Tom Mattingly timeout, working on the right side to Buckley. Boy, that's going to bug me who that is. Sam Elliott, that's who it is. Why, I couldn't think of that. Fannin now from the left side, up top of the key now to Heglin. 10 on the shot clock, and Heglin's going to travel, and it'll be Bobcat basketball. Mistakes tonight for the Arrows. 2 shot clock violations. Arrows have been kind of working it around, holding on to that basketball just a little too long. Bobcat B-ball up top of the key to Heeb. Heeb looking it over, now give it right side 3 on the way up by Jewett, and no good. Glass cleans up by the Arrows. Tennis crossing timeline at the circle, works it now right side to Fannin. Fannin, she'll stop, pop, pull it 2, draws back iron, no good. Glass cleaned up by the Arrows, they'll get a second chance. Left side to Heglin. Heglin, bad pass, scooped up by Fannin, and she'll get fouled. Call foul on the Bobcats. Ava Burns, her second of the night. First team foul on Brookings the second half. Non-shooting foul. Arrows will inbound baseline or right side. Buckley looks to throw in. Little bounce pass down low. We're fighting for the basketball. That was Hesh fighting for the basketball. Gets it ripped out of her hands. It'll be Bobcat B-ball. Top of the key to Heeb. Bounce pass on the left side to Burns. Burns to Miller. Now back to Heeb on the left side. Heeb got a dribble drive in the lane. Now kick it to Miller at the line. Pulls the 2 on the way. No good. Glass cleaned up by Jewett. She's going to try to put in the 2. It won't go, but she'll be fouled. Call foul on the Arrows. That'll be on Tennis, her second of the night. First team foul on the Arrows the second half. Shooting foul is on, and Michaela Jewett is at the line. 2 of 2 so far tonight. Toes up her first on the way, and it falls true. Michaela Jewett, a 6-foot senior for the Brookings Bobcats. Second is on the way, and a rattles home good. 24-11. Brookings out front. Brookings on a 6-0 run to start out the third quarter of play. They went on an 8-0 run and a 6-0 run in the first half of this one. 8-0 in the first half, 6-0 in the first quarter, 6-0 in the second quarter. Arrow basketball top of the key for Tennis. Now to Hesh. Left side to Fannin. Going to dribble drive into the lane. Pulls up the shot off glass and good. Megan Fannin's first points of the night. 24-13 Bobcat lead. Bobcats work it on the right side to Jewett. She'll dribble drive baseline. Take it to the hole on a test to drop in the deuce. Arrow basketball left side and Buckley. Buckley up top of the key to Tennis. Tennis trying to get it into the lanes for that's Hesh. Hesh little turnaround jumper gets blocked. Up in the air it'll go. Scooped up by the Bobcats. Into the forecourt quickly in transition is Jewett's left-handed shot won't go. Rebound being jumped around. Knocked out of bounds. It'll be Arrow basketball. Arrows will check back in. Kranz. Heglin will inbound baseline in the backcourt for the Arrows. 26-13, Bobcats with the lead. 4:58 to play in this third quarter. Arrows into the forecourt. Kranz up top of the key. Kranz now on the left side is Buckley. Buckley up top of the key is Heglin. Heglin, bounce pass down low to Hesh. Hesh shot off the window, won't drop. Rebound being fought for, thrown back in. Bodies flying forward, chased out of bounds by the Arrows. That'll be Bobcat basketball. Bobcats will throw in, backcourt left side. Jewett looks to throw in. Jewett looking, throws it into the backcourt to Burns. Arrows back off the pressure. Burns crossing timeline at the circle. Dribble drive in, now hands it off to Jewett up top of the key. She'll dribble drive, kick it right side. Heeb on the way up, swish. Carolyn Heeb, second 3 of the ball game. 29-13, Bobcats out front. Arrows into the forecourt up top of the key is Kranz. Kranz from the left side to Fannin. Fannin into the lane to Hesh. Little turnaround jumper won't drop. Into the hands of the Bobcats. Quickly in transition. Down low is Miller. Miller gets the 2 to drop for the Bobcats. Johanna's got 4 on the night. And we'll take a timeout as one was called by Mitch McCleggan. And we'll take a timeout as well. 31-13. Brookings out front. 3:57 to play in this third quarter. You're back to Brookings in 30 seconds as you listen to girls basketball on New Country KS93 and K Country 102.3.
At Great Western Bank, our employees take the time to understand the needs of our community as well as our customers, because we know it's our customers that make us great, and we're thankful for you all. From all of us at Great Western Bank, we wish you and your family a happy and healthy holiday season. Great Western Bank, making life great. Member FDIC.
Jacks tip off here in mere moments against Eastern Washington. We'll get some score updates on that as time will allow. 31-13, Brookings out front of the Watertown Arrows in girls basketball. Don't forget boys side of this matchup. If you're listening up in the Watertown Arrow listening area, Todd Henderson has the call of that on 950 on the AM dial, KWAT. Both of these games, too, by the way, have streaming audio and video at gowatertown.net. And the Arrows will inbound baseline in the backcourt. Arrow basketball near to far as I look at it. They'll be at the far end of the court now. Tennis into the forecourt up top of the key. Now on the left side to Kranz. Kranz trying to get something down low. Nothing going. Heglin up top of the key. 20 on the shot clock. Kranz on the left side. Kranz into the lane will go to Fannin. Fannin going to be fouled amidst the trees as a couple of Bobcats were throwing elbows in there. And they're going to put that on Lippert, their first of the night. 14 foul now. Check that, second team foul on Brookings. Arrow basketball inbound baseline underneath their own basket left side. Throw it up top of the key to Lindahl. Lindahl handed off to Heglin as the Arrows got a fresh shot clock. Heglin between the circles, now on the right side to Kranz. Kranz gives it to Heglin from the right side. Heglin up top of the key to Tennis. Tennis to Heglin on the right side, 13 on the shot clock. Right side to Fannin, 10 on the shot clock. Fannin, spin move, turnaround jumper, swish. Megan Fannin's got 4 points on the night, all of them in the second half. 31-15, Bobcats out front. Little pass down low, and we'll get a whistle. Pass down low to Lippert goes out of bounds. It'll be Arrow basketball. Checking back in will be Burns for the Bobcats. Here come the Arrows. Back the other way we'll go into Tennis. Crossing timeline at the circle. She'll work it up top of the key. Tennis from the left side to Fannin. Fannin, stop, pop, pull the three, swish. Call 886-0220 right now to get signed up to win a Dutch Boy Car Wash in Watertown. Tony's got the winner in the post-game show. That's 886-0220 for your chance to win a Dutch Boy Car Wash in Watertown. Foul coming back the other way on the Bobcats. I missed who it was on, but that'll be Brookings' second team foul. I'll check that. That'll be Watertown foul. About Danielson, that's who it was. Okay. So Danielson will get charged with her first foul. Second team foul on the Arrows this second half. It'll be Bobcat basketball, and they'll get pick and rolled by the Arrows. Lindahl doing a good job there. Up top of the key for the Arrows is Kranz. Kranz from the right side to Heglin. Heglin going to dribble drive in, bounce pass down low, and she's going to step on the baseline as she was dribble driving. It'll be Bobcat basketball. Bobcats will check back in. Jewett sitting will be Bartles. Brookings will inbound baseline of the backcourt. Watertown got to put on some pressure. And the backcourt is Heeb. Smothered and covered by Buckley. Heeb just going to take it to the hole herself. Puts up the two on the way, no good. Miller trying to clean up the glass, and she'll be fouled amidst the trees. Call foul on the Arrows. I believe it's going to be a Danielson again. It is her second of the night. Third team foul on the Arrows. Non-shooting foul. Bobcats will throw in baseline in the backcourts and give it to Jewett on the right side. Up top of the key, three on the way up, and no good by Lippert. Rebound being fought for, and we're going to get a whistle. Jump ball finally called. And it'll be Arrow basketball. Arrows will check back in. Fannin. KSDR FM Watertown. KKQQ Volga Brookings. Brett Nathaniel along with you tonight. And again, I apologize for the old sick voice. We're doing the best we can. Arrows into the forecourt. Up top of the key for Buckley. Buckley on the right side to Hagelin. Hagelin looking things over down low. Nothing going up top of the key now to Fannin. Fannin dribble driving. Gives it to Buckley. Stop, pop, pull a long two on the way up and no good. Rebound to the Bobcats. Brookings into the forecourt will go. That is Burns. Burns slows it down just past the circle. Burns looking for some help. Now finds Miller left side. Miller up top of the key. Three on the way up by Lipper. Draws front iron. No good. A rebound to the Arrows. Here comes Watertown. Buckley crossing timeline at the circle. She'll work it from the right side. Buckley hands it off now to Fannin. Fannin almost got pick and rolled. Luckily, Hagelin was there to get the ball back. Under a minute to play this third quarter. Shot clock at 15 for the Arrows. On the right side is Buckley. Buckley to Hagelin. 10 on the shot clock. Arrows need to get something away. Hagelin get a dribble drive in. Stop, pop, pull the two. Draws back iron, no good. Rebound to the Arrows. A fresh shot clock. Turnaround jumper by Lindahl, no good. Rebound to the Bobcats. About 6 seconds differential between shot and game clock. So the Bobcats will have to get something off here before the end of this third quarter. Bobcats working between the circles and Heeb. Heeb covered by Buckley. $18 on the clock, 11 on game clock. Bobcats now run the offense. Here comes Jewett, dribble drive in, pulls up the shot, falls in true. 8 seconds. Arrows need to get something quickly away. Buckley on the right side. Buckley, top of the key to Hagelin, pulls up a half-court heave-ho on the way up and no good. That's the way we'll end the third quarter of play with our score Brookings 33, Watertown 18. To the fourth quarter we go in 60 seconds as you listen to girls basketball on K-Country 102.3 and New Country KS93.
How are you today?
Hungry.
Breakfast or lunch?
Great question.
Well, there's always the Fab Five, or you could go with the classic triple-decker club.
Does that club have bacon on it?
Yep.
Sounds like breakfast and lunch to me.
Think we got a winner.
Looking for value? Look no further than Perkins' new menu full of classics from the griddle. Thick, juicy burgers, breakfast combos, and lots more. Only at Perkins.
Everything gonna be okay.
At Watertown Ford Chrysler and the Quick Lane, we sell all of our tires at cost. That's right, you pay what we pay, and we offer all major brands of tires, including Goodyear, Michelin, Firestone, BF Goodrich, Yokohama, Pirelli, and Hankook, to name just a few. A pair of Goodyear Assurance 235/15 R17s normally sell for $175 each. Our price, $113. You save $62 a tire, $248 on a set of 4. And we service all makes and models of vehicles. Watertown Ford Chrysler, where you always pay one low price, plain and simple, always.
Start of 4 in Brookings. Bobcats lead the Watertown Arrows 33-18. Bobcat basketball to start out the fourth quarter of play. They'll throw it at the timeline, left side, throw it behind it with Burns. She'll cross it at the circle. Burns looking things over now, left side to Gordon. Gordon up top now to Miller. Now to Weisbeck. Into the lane to Jewett. Jewett pulls up a little heave-ho right-handed shot. It won't drop. Rebound to the Arrows. Quickly in the forecourt left side is Fannin. Fannon's going to pop the two on the way up and good. Little fadeaway jumper, and Megan Fannin has all of Watertown's points in the second half. Bobcat basketball left side of Gordon. And Gordon trying to get some space between her and Fannin. Stepped out of bounds. It'll be Arrow basketball. And we've got a timeout on the court. We'll take a timeout too. 7:19 to play in this one. Brookings out front of Watertown 33-20. You're back to Brookings in 30 on New Country KS93 and K-Country 102.3.
During all the construction, Dano's Marine in Watertown is open for business. Stop in and check out the 2019 Ranger boats powered by Mercury Outboards. There's low interest financing, A small down payment can reserve your new Ranger boat powered by Mercury. Trade-ins are always welcome. Danos Marine, your Ranger boat and Mercury dealer in Watertown, or visit danosmarine.com.
.7:19 to play. Brookings out front of Watertown in girls basketball 33-20. If you're looking for the boys side of this, if you're up in the Watertown area, I should say. Todd Anderson has the call on 950 KWAT. Arrow basketball, chase it down. Over and back is called on the Arrows. It'll be Bobcat basketball. That's going to be the story when we talk to Coach Mattingly in the postgame show. A lot of mistakes tonight. A couple of shot clock violations. A lot of standing around by the Arrows, just an emotion, looking for things to open up, not taking those shots. Something we'll talk about in the Great Western Bank postgame show with Coach Mattingly here on New Country KS93 and K Country 102.3. Bobcat basketball. Give it down low to, that's Miller. Kick it out to Jewett, top of the key three on the way up and no good. Rebound down low, being fought for. Arrows will scoop it up and into the forecourt will go with Tennis. Tennis up top of the key. Left side to Fannin. And traveling was Lindahl. It'll be Bobcat B-ball. Gordon will check back in for Brookings. Sitting will be Weisbeck. Bobcat B-ball inbounding into the backcourt. Crossing timeline will be Heeb. Heeb work it from the right side. Pass swatted away and out of bounds. It'll be Bobcat basketball. 13-point lead for the Bobcats. They've led by as many as 15. Brookings into the forecourt up top of the key will go. That is Heeb. Heeb now left side to Miller. Up top to, that's Burns. Right side to Jewett. Dribble drive baseline. Can't get her two to drop, but she'll be fouled. Call foul on the purple and gold. Blocking foul. I believe going to be on Kranz. Nope, going to be on Lindahl, her first of the night. 14 foul on Watertown, and at the line is Michaela Jewett, who's 4-4 so far tonight. She'll get two. Eyes up her first. Rattle zone no good. I shouldn't have said anything. Yeah. Buckley will check back in, and Heglin will check back in now for the Arrows. Michaela Jewett, a 6-foot senior, one of the four seniors for this Brookings squad. Rattles home her second. 14-point lead for the Bobcats with 6:16 to play. Arrows up top of the keys, Tennis. Tennis now from the right side to Kranz. Back up top to Tennis. Left side to Buckley. Back up top to Tennis. Left side Buckley. Buckley up top of the key to Tennis. Bounce pass to Heglin. 14 on the shot clock. Heglin stop, pop, pull the two on the way up and no good. Into the hands of the Bobcats. Bobcats quickly in the forecourt for Heeb. Right side three. Jewett draws front iron, no good. Rebound down low and Miller. Brookings gets a second chance. A two on the way up. It draws back iron for Burns. Rebound being knocked around. A third effort falls true by Michaela Jewett. 16-point lead for the Bobcats with 5:27 to play in this one. Arrows from the right side and Heglin. Heglin now to Kranz on the right side, being blocked in. And Coach Mattingly seeing this takes a timeout. We'll take a timeout too with 5:20 to play in the ball game. The Bobcats are out front by 16. We'll take a 60-second timeout. You're back to Brookings next on K Country 102.3 and New Country KS93.
To achieve great things, it takes a great team. Attacker Plumbing and Heating Andor Incorporated, they have the get it done and then some team of talented, passionate people who will get the job done right. The service techs and those behind the scenes work together to provide top-notch service that you've come to expect from Tacker Plumbing and Heating Andor Incorporated for over 60 years. The business that service built.
Call on the business that service built. Call Tacker.
This is Dr. Casey Johnson of Glacial Lakes Orthopedics in Watertown. My partners, Dr. Michael Venner and Dr. Jerry Reiber, and I would like to extend best wishes for safe and successful sports season for all of our area athletes. With advanced sports medicine training and over 50 years of combined clinical experience, we specialize in injury prevention and management, minimally invasive surgery, and accelerated recovery and rehabilitation. For an appointment today, call 882-2630 or go online and visit us at glaciallakes.orthopedics.com.
Out of a Watertown timeout, Arrow basketball. Turnaround jumper by Heglin is no good. 36-20. Brookings with the lead, and a tie ball called. And possession arrow will go in favor of whom? I believe will go in favor of the Arrows. By the way, boys' side of this matchup with 1:38 to go. Arrows lead 56-53. If you're up in the Watertown area, Todd Anderson has the call of that on 950 KWAT. And that game also has streaming video at gowatertown.net. Arrow basketball will inbound baseline, underneath their own basket, left side. Tennis looks to throw in, throws it up top of the key to Fannin. Fannin now right side to Buckley. Buckley works the perimeter, comes up top of the key, now works it from the right side. Buckley up top of the key to Fannin. Fannin to Heglin on the left side. Heglin got a dribble drive into the lane. Now give it right side to Fannin. 10 on the shot clock. Bounce pass down low. As a travel is called by Kranz, on Kranz. It'll be Bobcat basketball leading by 16 with 4:45 to play. Their biggest lead of the night here is 16. Bobcats will throw in the backcourts. Arrows will put on a little bit of pressure. Heap will break it. Let everybody go by her. Now works it up top of the key. Left side is Gordon. Back up top to Jewett. Right side to Heeb. Heeb up top to Miller. Left side to Burns. As Brookings just plays catch around the perimeter. Taking some time off the clock. Shot down low, Miller, and she'll be fouled. I believe that's going to be on Hesh. It is Maggie's third of the night. 15 foul on the Arrows. And at the line is Johanna Miller. Her first time at the line tonight. Shooting foul is on. She'll get two. First is on the way up and good. Johanna Miller will get her second on the way up. And the 6'3" junior's shot is true. Biggest lead of the night for Brookings is now 18 with 4:17 to play. Arrows up top for Tennis. Tennis looking it over. Now right side to Kranz. Kranz up top of the key now to Hesh. Hesh from the left side to Fannin. Fannin up top to Heglin. Now right side to Hesh. Hesh got a dribble drive in. Put up her shot from the right elbow. Gets it blocked. Ball will go out of bounds. It'll be Arrow basketball. Arrows will inbound baseline underneath their own basket, left side. Kranz looks to throw in. Throws it to Hesh. Hesh got a dribble drive, lost the basketball, will get it back left side. Hesh looking for some help, and shot clock runs out. And that's the third shot clock violation tonight on the Arrows. It'll be Bobcat basketball. Bobcats will throw in baseline in the back courts, and we'll get a whistle. And a hand check foul called on Tennis. The third on the night. 16 fouls on the Arrows. Brookings will throw in baseline in the back courts and another foul. It's going to be on the Arrows. No, it's going to be on the Bobcats. It's going to be on Heeb. And that's going to be a turnover. It's going to be Arrow basketball. They'll inbound baseline underneath their own basket left side. Give it up top to Heglin. Heglin on the right side to Kranz. Little down low to Hesh. Hesh shot off glass. Won't drop. Rebound to the Bobcats. Heeb will cross timeline at the circle. Now works it from the right side. Little bounce pass to Burns. Little alley-oop down low to Miller. Miller fighting for space. Gets pick and rolled by the Arrows. Tennis crossing timeline at the circle. Tennis, stop, pop, pull the three, draws front iron, no good. Rebound to Hegland. She'll put the shot off glass, won't go. Rebound to the Bobcats. Bobcats into the forecourt for Burns. Burns works it between the circles. A little alley-oop down low, pick and roll by Hesh and the Arrows. Arrows into the forecourt on the left side. That's Kranz. Now Kranz will work it between the circles, and we'll get a whistle and a foul away from the basketball on the Bobcats. Going to be on Burns, her third of the night. 14 foul on Brookings, and the Arrows will throw in front of their own bench, right side. Hegland looking. Fit, by the way, update from KWAT. 59-55 Arrows with 4.6 seconds left in that ball game. Todd has the call of that. Again on 950 KWAT. If you're listening up in the Watertown area. Why I can't say area tonight. I'm on a lot of cold medication though, so got to give me that. Foul on Brookings. And I missed who it was on, but it's going to be Arrow basketball. They'll inbound baseline left side. And they'll give it off to Tennis on the left side. Tennis will hand it off now to Buckley on the left side. Buckley up top of the key to, that's Keller. Now on the right side to Buckley. And we'll get a whistle, dead ball called. So it went off a foot. It'll be Arrow basketball. Watertown will inbound baseline underneath their own basket right side. Buckley looks to throw in. Buckley looking, gives it up top of the key now to Lindahl. Lindahl to Tennis up top of the key. Now between the circles is Fannin. She's going to stop, pop, pull the three, draws front iron, no good. Rebound Lindahl. Arrows get a second chance at a fresh shot clock. Right side to Buckley. Buckley, a bounce pass down low. We'll kick it out right side to Tennis. Up top of the key to Buckley. Give it into the lane to, that's Keller. Little motion now right side to Buckley. Give it to Lindahl. She's going to dribble drive in. Two on the way up is blocked. Up in the air the ball will go, and the Bobcats will pull it away. Brookings quickly into the forecourt will go, and timeouts called by Coach McLagan, and we'll take a timeout as well. 1:34 left in this one. Brookings out front 38-20. You're back to Brookings in 30 seconds on K Country 102.3 and New Country KS93.
Identity theft is still one of the fastest growing frauds around. Did you know that as of July 1st, any South Dakota resident is able to place a freeze on their credit report for free with all three consumer reporting agencies, Experian, Equifax, and TransUnion. For more information about security freezes and how they can help protect you, please contact the Office of Attorney General, Division of Consumer Protection, 1-800-300-1986, or log on to consumer.sd.gov.
18-point lead for the Bobcats, their biggest lead of the night over the Watertown Arrows, 38-20. We'll have Clarkville Lake and Hamlin basketball doubleheader action Thursday nights here on New Country KS93. And we'll have more Arrow basketball Friday nights as the Aberdeen Central Lady Golden Eagles come to town. That's a 7 o'clock tip there here on New Country KS93. As Clarissa Miller puts up the two as Brookings is playing with their JV squad. It looks like we have substitutions. Yes, all substitutions will be playing now for Brookings to finish out the final 109. Lindahl from the right side as the Arrow starters are still in. Good chunk of them anyway. Right side to Buckley. She's going to take it to the hole herself. Puts up the two on the way and no good. Rebound to the Bobcats, and oh, there goes Buckley. Buckley and Bartles were going at that one. Jump ball call. That'll be Bobcat basketball as Brookings will send in two more players, and we'll get those names as they come up. That's Emily Rystrom. Will inbound baseline in the backcourt for the Bobcats. Give it to Lippert. Lippert's into the forecourt over on the right side now is Schaefer. Schaefer going to dribble drive in. It'll bounce pass down low. Lost the basketball. Goes out of bounds. And it'll be Arrow B ball with 41 seconds to play in this one. Brookings' biggest lead of the night is 20. Out front 40-20. Watertown into the forecourt will go. Up top of the key, that was Kranz. Up top to Lindahl, right side to Buckley. Buckley going to dribble drive in, kick it back up top of the key to Bramer. Little down low, we're going to whistle, and that's going to be on the Bobcats. And I missed who that was on. Dobretsky, number 42 for Brookings. Their 6th of the night. So it'll be Arrow basketball inbound baseline and dribble drive into the lane for Buckley. And another foul on the Bobcats. Dobretsky, I believe that's going to be on. No, going to be on Lippert. And 17 fouls now on Brookings. And at the line is Alexa Buckley. Her first time at the line tonight. Shooting foul is on. She'll get 2. First is on the way up and good. 22.5 seconds to play in this one. We'll chat with Coach Tom Mattingly and the Great Western Bank post-game show coming up here on New Country KS93. Second by Buckley's up and no good. 20 seconds to play, and the Bobcats, all they have to do is just kind of hold on to this one and improve to 3-1 on the year. Arrows will fall to 0-4. Bobcats up top to Dobretsky. Now left side, 3 seconds. Long 2 on the way up and no good. That's the way we'll end it. Your score, Brookings 40, Watertown 21. Your final in girls basketball this evening. We will open up the Great Western Bank postgame show. It's 4 minutes away as you listen to girls basketball on K Country 102.3 and New Country KS93.
This is Casey from Stony Brook Suites Assisted Living, where we offer the best of both.
You got
only had one call in, and that was Paula Thaden.
Paula Thaden?
Thaden.
Thank you.
Figured the stream was off.